The year is 1997. You're a young child and you've got your ABCs down pat. You can even write your own name. Your parents have a gift for you. They say it's called Pokemon Red. You don't know what a Pokemon is, but you like the color red, so you give it a shot. You stumble through the opening menus and eventually you end up choosing Charmander because it's right next to you and it looks like a dragon. Lots of walking, button mashing, and scratching later, you arrive at your first challenge, the Pewter City Gym. Up to this point, you've battled a smattering of rats, birds, and bugs. Nothing that's any match for your dragon. You challenge the gym leader, Brock. His first Pokemon is Geodude? That's your best guess, anyway. It's a floating pebble with arms. Nothing you can't handle. He sends out his second Pokemon, and...
Surprise!
Mother of mercy, what is that? You wonder if maybe you made a wrong turn somewhere? Is this really what you're supposed to face? How can you possibly win? And the truth is that you can't, so you lose. Over and over and over and over, until you decide to take a break. That night on TV, you get a glimpse of what you're truly up against. A granite beast that would dwarf even your parents, and they're already giants. But you don't have a dinky electric mouse, you have a dragon. You can win. Bring it on. After razing Viridian Force to the ground, you rematch against Brock. This time, the tables have turned, and you and your dragon walk away victorious. Your adventure continues, but in the back of your mind, you're always wondering, will I ever be the one to wield the same power as Brock? It's days later, and you're stumbling blind through Rock Tunnel when it happens. Barreling out of the blackness is an unmistakable silhouette. We meet again, only this time is different. Your friends at school told you a secret, and with a simultaneous press of A and B, you've done it. You're the gym leader now. You take a moment to admire it on the stat screen before you decide to put your newfound power to the test. A Zubat, the perfect victim. You command your Onix to unleash a full-body tackle and... What? What? Okay, pop quiz. Without looking it up, what's Onix's base attack stat? For context, Charizard, who is usually considered a special attacker, has a base attack of 84, whereas Onix's Boulder buddies, Golem and Rhydon, have attack stats of 110 and 130 respectively. What was your guess? 110? Well, that's pretty generous. How about an even 100? 90? Maybe, it's 45. Like, 40 plus 5 equals 45. Like, Barack Obama, and then this guy, 45. Like 50 Cent featuring Nickelback, 45. Do you have any idea how poor 45 base attack is? The inanimate Pokefloat Onix is more dangerous than this thing. Onix would be in a bind if he had to open a pickle jar. Here are just a few Pokemon who have 45 or more base attack. Zubat, Pidgey, Pikachu, Wurmple, Joltik, Oddish, Poliwag, Spearow, Goldeen, Paris, Rattata, Sandshrew, Sentret, Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Meowth, Bidoof, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Goomy, Eevee, Delibird, and untransformed Ditto. Go ahead, stitch these guys together to make your own Demon Snake. It'll probably be more useful than Onix.
Faint me.
Have you ever actually used Onix on an in-game team? And don't you try and pull the Wooloo over my eyes. I know you haven't, because you're all a bunch of Zoomers who never even played Gen 1. So you always evolved to Steelix. Except no, you didn't even do that, because Steelix is a trait evolution. So you caught an Onix because it looked cool, and then it went from a dark cave to an even darker box, never to see the light of day again. You ever see one of these? I begged my parents for one when I was younger, and one day they bought it for me. Now, in order to look up a Pokemon, you had to physically type in its name. Well, I thought Onix was the Beedrill's niece, so I tried to look it up, but I couldn't seem to spell it. I look up Onix in the dictionary, because remember, no real internet back then, and I get the actual rock. Onix, which is spelled differently than Onix the Pokemon, so I never got any results. I assume my toy was broken, and I never used it again. Is there anything good I can say about Onix? Well, it has the ability to evolve into not Onix, and a base defense of 160 is excellent, especially backed up by a base HP of... never mind. Onix is the worst mismatch I have ever seen between a Pokemon's appearance and its stats, and its reputation has been hard carried by its intimidating appearance and the nightmares it caused kids like me who picked Charmander. In terms of gameplay, it is a titanic failure. And speaking of Titanic, do you remember the episode of the anime where the SSN is sinking and the gang uses Onix as a staircase? Onix should have gone down with the ship. 45 base attack. That is unacceptable.